Hello guys, how we doing? King Nero here. I'm just gonna let us go for a drive. So bear with me as we go for a drive on this Saturday morning. It's kinda rainy, light rain, nothing too seriously, but you know, we just have to take our time and get there, okay? I'll be driving. So let's go.
At the light, turn right onto Webster Avenue.
Okay. We're gonna make a right on Webster Avenue. In the Boogie Down Bronx, one of the 5 boroughs of New York City. We've been having some very warm weather recently, and we are just about certain that once we have that, then the rain comes. Hi Christine, welcome. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you for liking, appreciate it. I'm just taking a drive from the Bronx on this Saturday morning. It's quite rainy. So I'll just be here for a few minutes, and I just thought of being here and hanging out, and let's go for a short ride. It is indeed a rainy day in New York City. There are times when it's really kind of pouring, you know, and then other times it's just very light. So it's an up and down. It's not going to be a major hindrance to whatever you want to do today. And generally, I don't allow the rain to bother me. The weather in general, you know. In and out, you have to do what you have to do. How are things doing today? What are you up to? It's about 1:38 p.m. here in New York City. Okay, and as you can see, we're trying to navigate this traffic that some people sometimes are not sure what they are actually doing on the road. But that's driving in New York. Gonna make a right now on Washington Avenue. Eventually trying to make my way on the White Stone Bridge and get out of Bronx. Bronx is not my home. I'm only visiting the Bronx. Thank you for coming, Marvin. I appreciate you. Please give a like, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do. I really appreciate you. Thanks, Marvin. I haven't been really consistent with putting videos up and things like that, and it's all purely because of work and life responsibilities and so on. But I'm going to do my best whenever I can and show that I'm on alive. So where are you from, Marvin? What's the secret, Marvin? Once you put it here, it's not a secret anymore. So what's going on? You are 8 and you're on your dad's account. Please let your dad know that you're here. I mean, it's gonna be a purely clean live, but your dad must authorize every single online activity. Okay? No, even if he's asleep, he should not be on the
In
phone.
600 feet, turn left onto Cross Bronx Expressway.
So, I'm gonna caution you, Marvin. Okay? You should be off the phone. It's on a Saturday, but what are you doing in terms of books, schooling? Do something in that. Finding Ian, welcome here. I'm so happy to see you. I'm just making my way from Bronx, New York to Queens, New York. And at some point in time, I may not be able to read all the messages because I might be on the highway. And from all appearances, the highways seem to be pretty heavy. But it's not unusual to see these kinds of stuff in the morning, especially on a Saturday morning. And yeah, back to Marvin. Marvin, you should not be using your dad's phone because it is an adult show. It's not for a child. So I will say, stay well, you take care, and follow the rules, okay? You cannot do what you should not be doing. Every online activity must be approved by your parents. So you take care, and goodbye, Marvin. So the light has changed. As you can see, I'm supposed to go, but there are still cars who feel like they want to come. I'm telling you, here is somebody who's still going. They're going to kill each other. I'm telling you, these people do not respect the rules of the road. I mean, it's ridiculous. Welcome, David. Jacob, good to see you, sir. Greetings to my brother. How's the family doing? How is my nephew Silva? Trust everyone is doing well. Thank you so much for the encouragement to give a like as you join. And let us enjoy this rainy ride in New York on this Saturday. June 7th. We're in the middle of the year already. Can you imagine that? Customarily on Saturdays, because we work so long hours during the week, we get to do all the chores that we couldn't do during the week. So for me, it's been quite a busy week. I'm still gonna head home to do some things. What are you up to today? What are the chores that you have to do today? I didn't expect to see Marvin still here. Marvin, take care. Goodbye. And do not violate the rules. Okay, Marvin? You should not be using your father's device to be on a show that it is meant for adults only. It is really, really pouring. I'm on a highway that is called the Cross Bronx. Give me one moment, guys. Yes, guys, good to see everyone. Sister Marcia, welcome. How you doing? Good to have you. I really appreciate you being here. Another day in the city of New York. Rainy day. Thank you all for coming. Oh, Jacob, it's busy on your side. I can imagine having to juggle all these responsibilities, you know? I'm right there with you, man. I just took my daughter to the Bronx for a street, a block party as we call it over here, being hosted by one of our friends' church. So it is lots of food, and I think it's a predominantly African church. So I was hoping to be able to hang out for a little bit and have me some jollof rice and some good meats and so on, but it didn't happen.
There are police reported ahead.
But it's still a beautiful day. Anyways. You know, for some of us to have some good African food, we drive to the Bronx because there's a strong, you know, African community in the Bronx, and you get to have all the variety of foods. So that is really the attraction for us, being able to go to the Bronx and have a variety of food. We're over another bridge. If you look, you will see where I'm headed. We have quite a number of bridges in the city. The sign above says that we have to pay the easy toll, and there is something that is called Easy Pass that you will have on your car, mounted just inside of the windshield, so that when you're going, the sensor is able to pick it up, scan your card, and you will automatically pay for using the bridge. And that is how the city gets revenue to be able to do all these upkeep. Of course, they make millions of dollars per day on the amount of traffic that goes to and fro on these bridges. That is one thing, man. They really do make that money. For real. And now here is a smart person. There's absolutely no need for someone to cut across you, especially on a bridge. But it's life in New York City. Yeah, these bridges are really beautiful. To my right, you can't see it. It's another bridge. But we have the Brooklyn Bridge, the Manhattan Bridge, you know, the Kosciuszko Bridge. We have the Thrugs Neck Bridge. I mean, the Whitestone Bridge. So many bridges. Because out of the 5 boroughs of New York City, 4 of them are islands, meaning Staten Island, Queens, Brooklyn, and the Bronx is actually on the mainland. It is the only one of the 5 boroughs that is on the actual mainland. So that's just a little bit of a history here of New York City. A city that millions of people have called home. I've called New York home for the past maybe 30 years. Prior to that, I was in Florida. And I was in Pennsylvania. So it's good to be able to move around. But there's no place like New York City. It's indeed a melting pot. You can find people from every walk of life.
There's a 5-minute slowdown caused by construction in 2 miles. You're still on the best route.
So in a couple of miles, there is some kind of a construction taking place. I'm gonna slow down. So there are these kind of a road that goes over the street, and they call overpass. So traffic is going in every direction. And the way the city is laid out, there are multiple ways to get to the same place. I really appreciate you coming here with me and spending this time. I do appreciate it. We're at a standstill. We're now going. Nice to know, Sister Marcy. You're doing some housework. I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna do some housework myself. I have some chores that I want to complete today. And while I'm doing the chores, I'm gonna throw some clothes in the washing machine, dry them, and then I'm gonna have to do the folding and packing away. All part of the chores. Yes, I do chores. In my house, there is no chore that is off limits. I don't know about you, but in my house, there's no chore that is off limits, you know. I get to do every single thing. And it's a pleasure. And sure, that is it. That is really it. Good to see you guys on this Saturday morning. I'm decked out in Nike, almost as usual on the weekends. They should be paying me for these commercials. So Sister Marcy finished washing already and she's just tidying up. That's good. See, I like to keep things nice and neat. You know, nice and neat and clean. It puts you in that frame of mind, you know, rather than having to be in the hustle and the bustle. New York City is already a kind of a madhouse, so to speak. So you would like to simplify your life as much as you can. Well, I am pretty much into doing the house duties. You know, like how it's raining, I can't get to clean the yard the way I would want to. And that's a good question, Sister Marcia. Sister Marcia, Brother Jacob will answer that question for me, because he knows. But I'm Guyanese. Brother Jacob is going to be watching tomorrow. Good. Yes, Sister Marcia, I'm Guyanese, but I've been living here longer than I've lived in Guyana. So I am one of those people who have come to the United States and have been living here much longer than we have lived in our home country. So it is. It's just that. That's right, Brother Jacob. I'm 100% Guyanese. I'm planning on making a trip at the end of the year. That's just a hint. I'm gonna go home for about 5 or 6 days. I bought my ticket already. You know, my mom is turning 85, and we're gonna celebrate her birthday at the end of the year. I haven't spent a Christmas there in about 32 years. Maybe I haven't spent a Christmas there, and that is a huge holiday celebration. So I'm going to go. I'm going to try to do some videos there too. I'm going to do some videos there. Christmas list might still be there, and he's been doing quite some work. Then next month I'm heading on a cruise, 7-day cruise. So I'm looking forward to maybe being able to do some vlogging there too. Well, I'm still planning my trip to Africa. I'm planning my trip. And you know, in America, you have to save your vacation time so that you can be on your trip. Yeah, Jacob. As a child and up there, definitely life was different. There were some really, really fun moments, you know. Just this morning, I was looking at a YouTuber from Guyana, and he was showing us how they would do some of the things that I did as a child, and looking at it now, it's kind of so dangerous, but it was fun for us, and we did those things. And now I'm thinking, what was I thinking back then? I couldn't be. I mean, I don't understand, but as children, we did those things that will now cause you as an adult to ask, what were you thinking? I saw them trapping iguana, and I remember doing that as a maybe 12-year-old. I did that as a 12-year-old. That's something. Let me show you where I am right now. I should be exiting. You should be using this exit here. Exit 17. You can see to the left the traffic. They're going in the opposite direction. If you look to the right, that red and black sign there, it says St. John's University. It is right in my backyard. Right there. It has one of the best basketball teams in the country as a university. They went to the semifinals of the national championship this year, actually. Yeah. Welcome, John. Good to see you. Nice hanging out with me. I'm here making my way back from the Bronx. So I really want to thank you for coming. I'm heading home to get some Saturday chores done. Straight in front of me, you'll see a police car. Oh, it's being blocked.
In a quarter mile, turn right onto Gothic Drive.
NYPD is in front of me. And that's the best place for the police to be, in front of you. Not that I got any runnings with the police. I got no problems with the law. Usually what they would do is they would run your license plate to see if you have any outstanding tickets or whatever the case may be, if there's something going on with you. And then they might pull you over, but for me, I got a clean slate. I've been like that. You know, I got no tickets on my truck. There's no violation. There's no points on my license. I've been keeping my nose pretty clean because that's the way it should be. We should all be law-abiding citizens. Even when people try to push you to want to do things that you're not supposed to do, you can be influenced by dummies. You cannot. There goes the police car around the corner. Oh, this guy did not move, man. Oh. You notice I went a little close to him. He did not move. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm driving a big old SUV. Not an old one. The one that is in shape. And a newer model SUV. I'm thankful for the blessings of God, you know. Can't complain. Just 5 minutes from where we are right now is where our president, our current president, grew up. You know, like I said to someone one time, if I jump in my car and drive 10 minutes in a certain direction, I am in his neighborhood, his old neighborhood. So it's hot in Jamaica. It is hot in New York City too. Yesterday it was the hottest day so far for the season, and today it's pretty. You know, it's a little cooler, but we need to cool down because it was hot for about 3-4 consecutive days, and we're thankful for the rain. See, for those people who are suffering from allergies, the rain cleans out the atmosphere. And that is a pretty good thing. Yeah, so that's a good thing when the rain can clean the atmosphere, but very hot, and I'm loving it because in 3 months we're back to putting on light jackets, and then in 4 months winter's gonna want to come in earlier than usual. Story of my life. What can I say? So Marcia, you know, let me know when you're coming. Likewise, Jacob. Let me know when you're coming, you know. I would love to hook up with you guys. There's some people that I've been planning to hook up with, Miss V and Mama Radika. Yeah, I'm planning on hooking up with her, and there are a few other people. But it seems as though there's something going on. The traffic is heavy. There's something going on. I don't know. There's something going on. But life in New York, you spend half of your time in traffic when you're going somewhere. There's an ambulance coming behind me. Oh boy. You can hear the songs. This is typical New York. It's coming. It's coming. Okay, it's gonna go around the other side. There we go. Yeah, you have to get a visa first, and it seems as though they're making life a little difficult for these visas these days. They're making life a little difficult for these visas. I remember years ago, having to draft a letter and send to an embassy for somebody to get to come here and things like that. Someone else needed to have their relative. Someone else needed to have their relative paperwork being processed, and they didn't have the income to go with the application. So, there are times when you have to be very careful doing things like those, though. But I did do that for more than one person, and one of them turned out to be well, I would say to be unthankful. But life goes on. Life goes on. So, Joan, what are you up to today? What is the day like? As you can see, King Nero is stuck in traffic. I'm stuck in traffic. I don't know what, but I'm stuck in traffic. Very nice when the rain falls. We don't look as green as Africa, but we try to look as green as we possibly can. Because 4 months ago, there were no leaves on these trees. They will basically lose all their leaves except for the evergreen trees. They will lose their leaves during the winter time, and then once the climate starts to change in spring, the leaves will start budding, and then in a few weeks you will see them fully grown, basically 3-4 weeks. We do not grow crops in New York City, no. And in Kenya, it's so cold. We're just approaching the winter season. I would love to be in Kenya to experience what you are calling cold. I will love to experience that. Because New Yorkers in particular, when we go anywhere, people are crying out for it being so cold, and we are wearing short sleeve because it's not to us. So I would love to experience the cold that Kenya is feeling right now. And I'm making my way. Let me turn this camera for you guys to see something. Everywhere you go in New York City, you're going to be seeing construction. At the very corner here was a funeral home. Was a beautiful brick building. And I admired the building, but it was a funeral home. And then it went almost desolate. And I said, uh-oh, There goes the construction again. The concrete jungle continues. And so, all over. 25 years ago, the landscape was totally different from what it is right now. Totally different. Because of the boom in the construction industry. Straight ahead in the middle of my screen, there's a building there, a gray and white building. Not a brick to the right. Just over between the trees and the building. That wasn't there. That wasn't there 5 years ago. It wasn't there. To my right was a bus stop. That is no longer there. They relocated that. And you will notice that there are lanes that says only bus, because those are designated bus lanes. And they're doing these things to reduce the traffic and to cause us to take mass transit, to jump on the trains. But there are places where you want to go that the trains cannot take you. You have to drive. I mean, I'm on the train for the whole week, basically, you know, and on the weekend I don't want to be, you know. The rain does not go to waste, Jacob. It is a concrete jungle. In the suburbs, people grow vegetables. But there are all kinds of laws and bylaws governing what you can and cannot do. You have to have permits to raise chickens and all these kinds. I mean, it's too much. It's too much. That is why most people, when they retire, they don't stay in the city. They just go to another state, you know. They go to Florida, they go to, you know, Texas, they go somewhere else where it's tropical and they can get to do all those things. And I think I'm going to be one of them. I just crossed a very big avenue that's called Jamaica Avenue. It's such a business place now. So guys, I want to thank you so much for hanging out with me. It's been almost 45 minutes and I really appreciate you. Thank you for your kind remarks, comments, your encouragement. Thank you for your subscription. And I look forward to supporting you as much as you do support me. So you take good care of yourself and your family. And remember that today is today. Tomorrow is another day. Let's live in peace and in love and in unity. For without peace, no man shall see the Lord. Without holiness, no man shall see the Lord. So let's be a people who walk a particular way, you know, and make a difference. Make a difference in our families, in our community, at work, wherever we go. Let's make a difference, okay? So thank you so much. Sister Marcia, I'm making my way to Jamaica next year some point in time. And when I'm coming, it's 2:25 p.m. in New York City. And back to Sister Marcia when I come to Jamaica, because it's just 3.5 hours flight. When I come to Guyana, Trinidad, I'm saying Jamaica. I'll be looking for you. I'm gonna bring something special for my dear sister, for the hard work that you do. And that's a promise. When I come to Jamaica, I'm bringing you something special. Well, Jacob, it's the same when I go to Uganda, right? So don't feel bad. You guys, you take care, okay? Joan, one day I'll see you in Kenya. Love you, everybody, everyone that came here. Love you, take care, and be blessed. I am still here. And Jacob? I'm still here, Jacob. I'm trying to close this thing off. And I don't know why I always don't remember what to do. He reminds me of Jamaican uncle one day. I was on the live with him and we were laughing at it.
In 800 feet, turn right onto 109th Avenue.
We were laughing at the fact that it started, ended, and then started again. So I am touching the X and it's asking me to start a poll or to start a Q&A, none of which I want to do. So let me go back. So now I am going to go to Jacob's tutorial, which, by the way, I highly recommend Jacob for any kind of tutorial if you need any, because Jacob is top notch. Top notch. So I'm gonna try again. I'm gonna go to D's live just now. Thanks, Sister Marcia. Yeah, you can jump on D, because I'm gonna jump on D myself. You know, I support the family, the entire family. So yeah, Jacob. Thank you, Jacob. Let me